Hey Taurus, TT here with a channel message for all of my Taurians. If you guys are new, welcome to Talk Taurus Tarot with Talk Tequila. If you're returning, welcome back, you guys. Be sure to look out, for anyone in the comment sections pretending to be me. And thank you for all the support and those that were able to participate in the special that we had for the $21 tarot reading. Sending all the love to you guys in the comments. Spirit, let's see who's this channel message for within my Taurus collective. As always, let's get that energy of who we are tapping into during this time. Taurus, let's talk about those of you that are on guard. All right, this has been an ongoing battle, an ongoing debate, an ongoing waiting process. Those of you that have been in waiting, those of you that are being patient as well. This is something that the universe has already said yes to you about. This is something that some of you have received confirmations that your person is coming. You've received confirmations that the energy that you're picking up on is you're nearly there. You may be weary. You may be really concerned about if you're wasting your time. I'm hearing that concern for some. But overall, whatever this is, let's take a look and see exactly what you've been waiting for. What is Taurus waiting for? Some of y'all are waiting for confirmations that someone is no longer dealing with someone else. Some of you are waiting for confirmation that you guys are going to work together and build. Some of you are waiting for the difficult season to just be over. It's been a long journey. Some of y'all are waiting for retrograde to be the wrap. Like, is it over yet? Is the sky clear? Can I come outside now? No matter what you're waiting for, or no matter what you are, I'm hearing like waiting to travel as well. So some of you guys may be really considering like taking a trip soon, but you're waiting for Mercury retrograde to come over. You're waiting for the right time. I heard it's never the right time to say goodbye, but you're saving all my love for you. Confirmation. Thank you, Spirit, for the confirmation. Let's see. There's something about distance. Okay, this could be with somebody that's at a distance from you. Another confirmation. Okay, some of y'all is foreign distance. For others of you, there's cultural differences. Take it how it resonates, Taurus. If you ever want to book a personal reading, all that information is in my description box. Like I think I said earlier, but I can't remember, so I'm going to repeat myself. That number is a 470 number. If you're across the waters, okay, you may have to put a 1 in front of the area code. I thought I should mention that. See, I'll be reading the comments. Yes, those of you waiting on this self-love journey, okay, waiting for when it's my turn. It's my money and I want it now. It's my person and I want it now. Who is this person that Spirit keeps saying is coming towards me, but I don't see it? I don't see it, Spirit. All right, so let's talk about those of you that are maybe losing a little bit of faith, okay? Or you may struggle with the aspect that everyone continues to say energetically, like, don't give up the faith, don't give up hope, keep persevering. All right, and sometimes it can make you feel like you're waiting, but Spirit is calling me here to tell you that you're not in a season of waiting. It's already here. The 3 of Wands is saying that it's already here. You're already victorious. You've already received the confirmation. It's already in your auric field. It's already here. Time just hasn't caught up to you yet. So there's nothing to be in waiting about, but sometimes our mind can play tricks on us. Our journey and what that looks like can leave us feeling depleted, or leave us feeling as if we are putting our life on hold for something to come into fruition. But it's not a hold. You're not in a holding cell. You're not in a waiting cell. You're in you're in a thriving space. And as long as you're remaining in that thriving space, you're living your life and you are enjoying the journey, whatever comes at you, whatever is thrown your way, whatever feels as if it's out of your control, is never truly out of your control. That is the illusion, okay? Those are constructs of our human perspective. So let's get some energies here, because Spirit's already saying like it's already yours. You've been doing the work. okay? Many of you are independent. You are single. You're on your own. It's just me, myself, and I. That's all I got till the end. But guess what? Your person is still with you right now in this space. You just can't physically touch them. You just can't reach out and physically have them for some of you. But that doesn't mean that they're not with you. That doesn't mean that their soul is not still connected to yours and you're not still one. It just means that you're at a distance. It just means that time just hasn't caught up to you, and time is an illusion. But you may feel like, based off of how strong you're having to be, based off of, you know, how close you feel, but how far away it may be perceived to be, like your past may be playing tricks on you. And when I say your past, how long, how much time, how old you are maybe playing tricks on you, how long it's been maybe playing tricks on you. And those are true statements. It's not real when it comes to the spiritual realm, okay? So let's get some energies of what Spirit's message is to you, Taurus. So there are a lot of healing that's happening in the 5D right now. And you're going to be happy that you guys were able to heal it before actually physically being able to touch each other. You're going to be happy that these wounds were, I heard these boots are made for walking, and that's just what they do. So this is someone that either walked out on you or you walked out on them. There's some guilt revolved around how someone did something, but you can't see what's right in front of you if you're looking back on what you could, should have, would have, or could have done. All right, we got 61, 94, and 101. Those could be significant to someone that may watch this video. All right, let's see what's going on your journey. What you in guilt over? Who's having guilt here? Like, I should have, you know, I should have never did that. There's something about your journey where you're regretting something. Spirit, put something with this guilt for me, please. The present moment. All right, no moment is more important than the present moment, Taurus. Okay, Spirit needs you to hear this. Be open to hearing this message over and over again. No moment is more important than this present moment. No matter how comfortable it is, this too shall pass. And it's easier said than done, and Spirit's acknowledging that. But through these seasons, through these changes that are out of your control, you're going to walk away feeling way more empowered. You're going to walk away feeling like, had I not gone through that, I would have never grown from that. Had I not experienced that break or had that time to myself to be in solitude, to love myself, to heal, I wouldn't be experiencing this transformation. I wouldn't be ready for the door because I wouldn't have learned how to put down the proper boundaries in the future. You feel what I'm saying? You just wouldn't have known. And this is what the journey is all about. This is what the journey is here to teach us. So like I said, you have been healing these lessons. And in the spiritual realm, all of that work is being done. So no time is a waste of time. All right? Even if you feel like it's still coming. Every day it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. Okay. Okay, Taurus, I am back. So unfortunately, the microphone was not on, so the audio was a little off in the beginning. We're going to still roll with the punches. You see how that is like being resilient, right? My microphone wasn't working. I'm sure the audio sucked, but it's still worth it. There's no need to just say, oh, I should have known that the mic wasn't on, or I should have checked, or to just scratch the entire message because the microphone wasn't working, or because the computer stopped working, or because I just didn't see that it wasn't on. You know, you just got to forgive yourself. I didn't see what I had when I had it. I didn't see the opportunity that was right in front of me when I had it. I was too emotionally unavailable. I had a lot going on. All right. I was feeling lonely, and I did that, and I saw an opportunity and I took another one. All those things is nothing to regret, because right now you have another opportunity to do things differently. That's the whole purpose of the lesson, and it's being manifested. That conversation, that call, that decision to open up, and what can I do right now? What can I do right now? That's what's being manifest for you. And I feel like, yes, you do wish that had things been differently, it would have turned out differently and you could have avoided everything. But looking on the bright side, how much more mature are you, right? How much more patient are you? How much more resilient are you? When you see adversity and confrontation, do you feel triggered? Do you get upset and fold your arms and say, ugh, I gotta heal some more? No, you look back on the situation and you say, you know, I have a tendency of, when I get bored and complacent, of constantly being met with the same roadblock or the same type of drama or the same type of confusion. When I get met with those obstacles, based off of what I've learned in the past, how can I show up differently in this situation, right? In this relationship? How can I show up differently for myself? How can I utilize the things that happened to me in the past that were outside of my control and choose to respond differently? It's all resource, wisdom, knowledge, understanding for yourself and your own journey. And this is how you're becoming the Hierophant, all right? Why you? Why not you? This is Taurus energy. Now I see why I was given such hard journeys of paths. Now I see why I chose this for myself. There was no other way to get to this point on my journey, right? This level of growth on my journey, had I not gone through those things that put me through those hard lessons. And every lesson, whether they're good or bad, is still resourceful information. So now as you're manifesting your dreams, okay, and you are experiencing success, the things that are about to come to you, you'll know how to handle it. The relationship that's coming to you, you'll know how to give each other time. You'll know how to give each other space. You'll know how to properly assist each other. This feels like you're being groomed for something, but it's like on a spiritual level. It's not physical. It's not about what you have or what type of baggage you have. When I say baggage, it's not about, the fact that some of y'all could have been married before with the Hierophant. Some of y'all could have been very religious before with the Hierophant. Some of y'all could have been celibate for a long time. At any given moment, as you're doing the work, Spirit's always going to present you with an opportunity to receive something that was taken away from you. It's not a punishment. It's timing, okay? And sometimes we beat ourselves up when we feel like we rushed into a situation. We should have waited for the right person to come along. We should have waited. We should have resisted the temptation. We should have never did this, and my journey would be easier. That's living in a constant state of regret, a constant state of, guilt tripping ourselves. I shouldn't have listened to that person that talked me or persuaded me to go another direction. I should have stayed, and sometimes we project this onto other people as well. Like, oh, you should have known what you had when you had it, so I'll never let you do that to me again. Never is just that, never. And just like you say, never would I let someone else do something to me, you're also saying, never will I be open to growth. Never will I be open to change. And I want to stay stuck. This is the conversation that the universe is understanding. And it's about the understanding between the two. So when reflecting on your journey throughout this time, whether it's during retrograde, whether this is years down the line and you watch this reading, Spirit's message to you is always going to be, find space to heal and forgive yourself. Find space to be proud of the present moment and go after every dream or every opportunity with your head held high. Give that grace, right? Yes, stay your ground when it comes to your boundaries. There's nothing wrong with that. But every time you feel like you didn't stand your ground or you changed your mind, do it from a space where you make that decision, not because you're hurt. Do it because you've healed from it, and you know that whatever you commit to, you need to be feeling in complete alignment with it. And whatever backlash you get, whatever resentment you get, you're still wielding the power and you're still the one in the control. So it's never really a loss to you, right? Look at that, the soulmate energy. Even if this has something to do with, you know, healing someone that may have cheated on you before, or healing from someone that you may feel like, you know, they should have known better, they should have never done that. There's something about none of these energies, you know, is showing me like extreme toxicity. These are choices that we make sometimes on our journey. And at times we feel like we don't have the backbone to really be persistent and stick to our guns. So we find ourselves giving people second chances, or we find ourselves compromising. And every single time that we do that, we feel like we're chipping away at our soul. But in hindsight, there's still something that you gain from it. So there's never nothing to regret, right? If you choose to take on that perspective. Or you can be in that hangman energy where you are stuck trying to see what it all meant. These are for my Taurians that are in a progressive state. Yes, you're still having these frustrations or these distractions come into your life that feels out of your control, but you will weather the storm. You will make it to the other side. How you get there just is based off of how you choose to perceive it. That's the best way that I could show you. And you're never without. You just gotta be able to look around and see how lucky you are. Okay? I feel like a lot of this has to do with, like, sometimes we compare our bank accounts to other people's bank accounts, or we compare other people's successful relationships to our successful relationships. And social media can subliminally do that. It can distort our perception around what luck is like. We can compare our success to another person's success, and sometimes we can be distracted by that, and it can create this analysis paralysis where we're constantly like checking and overlooking at our bank account and seeing like things moving slower for us. It robs us of really being able to experience the present moment from a healthy perspective, because we're so caught up in the hustle, the bustle, or the race, the rat race of everyday life and what it's like to, you know, constantly be in this position where you need help. Right? There's nothing wrong with asking for help. And sometimes we can be so prideful to the point where instead of asking for help, we'll go the hard way, right? We'll go the long way. And there may be something, you know, so there may be someone or something that does want to help you, or they do want to support you. But it's like, I don't want to be weak. I don't want to be vulnerable. I don't want another person to say they had something to do with my successful relationship, or my successful business, or my successful journey. So you're like, yeah, no, thank you. But how would I explain it? It creates a conflict within ourselves, because one minute we're confused, because one minute we're like being told, you know, okay, so I'm back to this. One minute we're being told, oh, avoid drama, avoid this, avoid, in order to have the universe bless you, in order to receive the recognition that we deserve. We have to stay away from certain things. And yes, you can be on the spectrum of avoiding everything, and it can make you very defensive, and it can make you very hard, and it can make you very strong. And a lot of times it can make you very detached from learning how to play well with other people in the sandbox, learning how to share, learning how to care, right? But at the same time, God created all of us, the good, the bad, and the ugly. They all play a role, and we all have to learn how to work well together. We all have to learn how to play fair together, whether you're masculine, feminine, same sex or not. Luck is more directly, the blessings that come towards you is more directly a reflection of how you are aware of your present mood in the present moment. How aware are you of your mental headspace in the present moment? How aware are you of your emotional state at any given time? Are you the one wielding that emotion? Are you experiencing an emotional energy passing through you? Have you attached yourself to that emotion? Have you given it free room to run free in your head? Is this something in alignment with you and your highest and greatest good? Are you able to hear your own internal voice outside of the everyday noise? And sometimes we like to hold on to the help of external people because it gives us hope, because we're not quite there yet to be able to maintain that level of hope on our own. And that's okay. And Spirit just wants you to have grace with yourself. When we're moving from a paradigm where the Bible was used as a tool to be able to keep order and to be able to maintain moral codes, when you tap into spirituality and your awareness, the first thing you do is you become way more aware of your emotional state in the middle of chaos. You hear all this chaos in the background? I have absolutely no control over that chaos, but my emotional state can remain the same if I choose for it to remain the same. That energy that's moving through or passing through has absolutely nothing to do with me. It will be here one moment and then it will be gone another moment. But how I react is the only time I will start to feel bothered. If I don't feel good about the way I reacted to that situation, if I don't feel like I saw an obstacle and I was able to be aware of it and choose my choice. This is what separates us having fated events versus us having a destiny. Our destiny is determined by our awareness to be in free will. Without that free will, we are only perpetuating whatever is already existing within us due to a lack of awareness. So, of course, you're going to automatically, when you're coming out of that religious paradigm, right? You're going to automatically look for something or someone to perpetuate something over you. For example, sometimes we tend to, and everyone has done this at some point on their journey, where we'll look to a spiritual leader and we will want them to tell us what we're supposed to do. Because when they tell us what we're supposed to do, it's easier for us to blame them when it doesn't go in our favor than it would be to accept that we were the creators of it, right? So a lot of times on the spiritual journey, we will say, well, that reader told me this, or we will say, well, that reader told me that, or that pastor told me this, or that shaman told me that. We're saying all of that because we didn't feel in control over our free will. So we took the same belief systems that were limited, brought them over into spirituality, and created the same paradigm that mimicked the religious paradigm, that mimicked the Bible paradigm. And we foreshadowed them over the other, and then we wielded like an oppressor over those under our charge by saying, if you do not do X, Y, and Z, you're going to get punished. So what do? You behave and you act, you do what you feel is right, and you're waiting for someone to tell you what's right and wrong before you do anything, which is leaving you stuck. And this is how, we can start comparing Well, why is it working better over there? What am I doing wrong? Which one is truth? Which one is a lie? And how can I guarantee that I'm on the right side? I must be on the wrong side of the team, you know? I must be being punished. This must be karma. Karma is not subjective. The whole intention behind karma, from my perspective, is created to get you to be in your present moment. We have regrets about today, tomorrow, because when we had today, we weren't really in our experience. We weren't really involved in our experience. We were escaping our reality. Escaping into tomorrow, escaping into a fantasy, escaping into false identities. And now, what do we have? Nothing. And then we get mad at those that were not escaping, and we feel like we're being punished. So we start looking for external reasons around us as to why things are not happening for us, and why that sweet message isn't for me, or why it's only certain ones of Taurians experiencing this, or certain ones on the journey experiencing that. It's because those that are unable to really rest in their present moment and actually live and exist in their present moment and be active participants right here, right now, in the present moment, we'll walk away feeling burnt out. We'll walk away feeling drained of energy. We'll walk away feeling like, I'm still learning from my past failures, and I need to put myself under a rigorous regimen in order to get ahead in life, in order to grow, in order to expand. And I'm not saying that you don't need to put yourself under goals, or you don't need to give yourself these things to do. What I'm saying is, it's how you impose those things over yourself. Is it coming from a space of love, or is it coming from a space of punishment? For some of you, you call this guilty pleasures, right? When you indulge in a guilty pleasure, you start to feel like, I'm being punished by the universe because I indulged in a guilty pleasure, and that's why my money's messing up. That's why, you know, certain things that I want from my own personal career, my own personal endeavors, is affecting me by this love relationship. My money's going down because I'm dealing with certain people, certain soulmates that are karmic. So spirit is like, wake up, be present. So you don't have anything to regret. So you don't have, there's nothing in today that leaves you feel like you didn't take advantage of, you know? Say, I love you more, you know, speak to that person, say, I'm sorry, or say, forgive. So if they were no longer here tomorrow, you would have no regrets. Because tomorrow ain't here yet. So today, okay, today is what we look forward to. That's what Spirit is saying today. What can you do today? Look at that card. How can today be successful? So there's this underlying energy of, well, someone chose to collaborate with someone else, or someone chose to give their love away to someone else. Someone chose another person. Someone fell for this. I could go on and on and on and on about the different things that are coming up psychically, right? At the end of the day, you are worth it. All right? The love that you're looking for, Taurus, you've already been promoted. You've already been given the inspiration, okay, and the recognition. This is being determined by you This is being determined by you right now. And I'm just the messenger. Is there people that are going to hate on you? Absolutely. Is there people that's going to come with drama? Even more? Certainly, yes. It's a part of the territory. New levels, new devils, right? And when I say devils, I'm not saying that in a demonic way. I'm saying devils as in challenge, resistance, games to be played, competition to be had. Even if we use the Bible as an example, why would the God even sit down and play chess with the devil? Why would God engage in such behaviors? Why would God even create the devil? It's a necessary dance. It's a necessary tangle. It's a necessary energy. How you react and respond to it is the only thing that separates the two. So whether you're with this person or whether you're with the other person, it's always within you. It's always yours. Who you give it to, well, that's you and what you identify with. Because I feel like a lot of this is exalting. There's something about exalting who's gonna come for me, I'm not gonna fight for someone's attention. I'm not gonna fight for their love. I'm not gonna put all that stress on me. This is like multiple options being here, and we have one energy that is hell-bent on getting it. You have another energy that's pretending not to even notice it. And then you have another energy that is like, I cannot believe that this person is even thinking that they are that much of a catch where they need to be chased or they need to be pursued. So you have every emotional adversity coming towards you in all sex and all forms. And the crazy part about it is all of them want you. All right. All of them feel like they've been scorned by you. All of them feel like they've been touched by an angel. All of them feel like they had it all with you. So yes, they're going to try to fight for you. All right. Some of you feel, Taurus, because your energy is not completely out here, but some of you feel like a certain particular type of person that has the fame, that has the money, that has all of the social recognition is the one that always gets the love. They're the one that always get the best options. They're the high value this or the high value that. For those of you that feel like that, right? The person that you are focusing on is only mirroring to you your insecurity that you don't believe that you possess that energy within yourself because you can't see it. So to talk about that person and how they get the better options of everything and everybody wants their attention as being the wrong thing to do, that's because you felt like you didn't love yourself to achieve that. You didn't put in the work for you to get it. You didn't do the emotional self-love work. You didn't stick it out through the hard times. So don't be jealous of someone else's rewards because you aren't in a position where you're ready to receive it. They're just ready to receive it. So they're worth the pursuit. So there's something about this energy where all of these perspectives are coming up at once. And somewhere along the line, Taurus, in your self-healing journey, you may be concerned about the narrative. The truth of the matter is, as difficult as this journey may be, as tired as you may be, like I get it, all of these energies may feel very superficial. It may feel very, like they only care about attention. They only care about who's dressing better, who looks better, all these different things. Who's getting more fame, who's getting more social media traction. That's all they care about. But at the end of the day, God still created all these creations. God still created the resource. It was us that decided we were going to overindulge in it. It was us that decided we were going to live for the attention. It's us as human beings that fall on our own swords. Because it's not the weed, it's the person consuming the weed. It's not the poppy seeds, it's the person processing it. It's the person selling it. It's the person giving the subliminal messages to become addicted to it. It's not the ice cream or the candy or any other thing that creates the symptom. It's the person overindulging in it. It's not the fucking apple or the tree. It's the person that was tempted to bite the motherfucker. This is the same concept, and it's showing up in every area of life. And until we change our perspective, I wouldn't have never made that mistake had I known. We're going to constantly be moving in a counterclockwise motion. And we're going to feel like this is an ongoing battle, drained of energy, feeling so close to success, but never really ever able to attain it. Feeling like we're constantly learning from our past mistakes, having to fight, having to be strong. Some people on the journey have already said, like, I'm done. I ain't even participating at all no more. But they still participating because they still alive. You see what I'm saying? They're still participating because they're still alive. The Father ain't done with you yet. You still on this earth. You still on this earth, so you still here to heal. You ain't hurting nobody but yourself. That's pretty much what it is. We got 999. There you are, Taurus. So at any given time, you can decide. At any given time, you can decide that you want what you want. And that I'm going after what I want. And I'm going to commit to it, and I'm going to dedicate myself to it, and the right person is already with me. The right person is already in my auric field. They're already with me spiritually. I'm confident in that, and I don't need to choose right now, or I don't need to do anything but enjoy my life today. And whatever's presented to me today is what deserves my focus. So let's say right now you have someone in your life that's loving you, or you have someone in your life that is showing up for you at this present moment, today. They may not be here tomorrow or the week after that, but today they're doing it. And since today is the most present moment, then allow that person to love you for as long as they're on earth to love you, or for as long as they're meant to be in your life. And when they no longer need to be in your life, and they no longer desire, or your souls are no longer aligned, it will naturally do what any natural product does. The memories were created, and the time that you guys were meant to share with each other passed. And they will pass over and continue the process. We all will continue that process. So long as we still here on earth. That's what I'm seeing. Yeah, I feel like what you guys are healing is this possessive trait. You're learning about this possessive tendency to need to know everything, to look at things from a pessimistic view, to be like that Inspector Gadget, and being a student on this North Node journey, right? Becoming curious again on this North Node journey. Having relationships, integrating relationships as well, how to move, all right, how to process the experience of overindulgence in any area of your life, how to integrate it, how to make it work for you. This is transmutation. A lot of you guys are in this journey of learning how to transmute negative experiences into positive experiences through this healing process. a lot of rewards is coming for you, towards you, based off of this self-love journey that you're currently embarking on. You are enough. Straight up. Straight up. Now tell me, do you really want to love me forever? Oh, oh, oh. Or am I just a hit and run? And I feel like a lot of you are going to connect with a lot of different relationships. You're going to flirt. You're going to enjoy. It's going to be like a domino effect. But I feel like you're going to meet, some of you guys will meet multiple lovers, and you will have stories to share. All right, I'm hearing, Mama Mia, no, you make me, And you'll be like, that one had helped me produce this story, and this one helped me produce that story, and all these different things, without needing to possess them. And it was beautiful while it lasted, and there was no hard feelings in transition, you know? Whether that be relationships with your families, relationships with your romantic partners, or relationships with your children, your work life. Sometimes we let go of certain businesses that no longer is in alignment with us, so we can give birth to something new. This is like constantly being willing to die so you could be reborn. Yes, inspiration from your life experiences brings about emotions that help you see things from a higher perspective and find gratitude as to why you had to experience it and to keep you in alignment with your true nature. Look at that. Receiving love, sacred space. Taurus, let's get to your closing message, because I think Spirit just kind of like said, all right, wrap that up. It says, doing our best. We are all doing our best with the understanding and awareness we have in this moment. Any decision I take is okay. No matter the outcome, I make the best of any situation and learn as I go along. Look at you, just do it. It says balance. I surround myself with people I love and enjoy my time with them, but I also take time to nurture my relationship with myself. I have found a healthy balance between being a friend with friends and having self-care time. Tune in. Today, before doing what I normally do, I will take a moment to slow down, to place my hands at my heart space and take a few deep breaths. I will ask myself what I truly want, and I will honor however I'm feeling. The better it gets. When things happen that cause me to feel good, I know there are much more good things coming my way. The better it gets, and I keep rising. Last message, casting spells. The words I speak and the stories I tell are like spells. What I say and believe, I attract more of. So I shift my story from lack to abundance, from victim to empowered, and from complaint to gratitude. Now when I speak to others through my words, I am casting beautiful spells. Self-reliance. This is perfect. You are strongly independent and often solitary. Integrity is important for your best outcome. Cloak yourself with invisibility and walk with the shamans. Use your intuition and let your life unfold in silent perfection. Taurus, I love you, and I will see you tomorrow. Toodles.